Alright, time to get this started. Welcome everyone, we're returning to a beloved game, 2 Point Museum. In case you don't know, my name is Okada, and yeah, we have streamed this game a few times now, mostly in different museums, but they have recently announced their next expansion. And it's an expansion that I didn't even consider was not a thing in the museum until they announced it, which is an art museum, calling it Arty-Facts. And it's not out yet, another week or so before they're going to release it, but they have dropped a major patch for the base game, and they have included a 1-star version of that new museum. So we can start the museum even without the expansion and just kind of see what stuff are. So let's do that because it sounds really cool. And the Zooseum, which was their previous expansion, see here we don't have. It missed the mark from what I've read. So I kind of passed on it. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up picking up Artifacts, though. It sounds really awesome. So we're going to pick up our existing museum. Hey there, Charmer. Good to see you. All right. Dundee Docks, Life of the Arty. Revitalize an industrial port by collecting and commissioning works of art. So that's, I guess, going to be right here. We're not going to visit, I don't intend to visit any of our existing places. Imagine this is probably part of the Zooseum. We've made a lot of progress in a lot of these things. There's a lot more game to play. But today we're going to focus on them. So I wanted to see this live with everybody because it's probably going to be an intro cinematic. So let's try it. Get a little bit of time to load. Turn off the camera, assuming there's going to be a cinematic to watch.
Welcome back to 2 Point Radio. I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and it's time for some news. Artist Zara Fitzpocket is set to unveil a new museum as her latest creative project. The gallery aims to revitalise the arts in 2 Point County and re-establish the Fitzpocket name for an unprecedented 7th time.
In the event of a fire, stop what you're doing and protect the museum.
I love the announcer. In the event of a fire, stop what you're doing and protect the museum.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring.
All right. Hello, darling. I'm Zara Fitzpocket. Yes, those Fitzpockets. Okay, I guess we're supposed to know that. Look at this outfit she's wearing. She looks like a Doritos bag. I'm sure you'll agree it's ridiculous that the county doesn't already boast a world-class art museum. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even consider that we were playing a museum game and had no art. So it seems like an obvious expansion. Between you and me, I squarely blame the loathsome paint-stained Tarkin Foxbridge. Adler Minister for Culture couldn't tell his art from his elbow. But that's where we come in. With my exquisite taste and your flair for curation, there will be no stopping us. So what do you say to a little creative project? Dundee Docks are positively oozing with potential. First, we'll need to clear up some less desirable, more literal ooze. Oh, lovely. All right. pause time and look around our new building. Have access to buy any of these. I bet we will in the future. Again, we're limited to a 1-star. Expansion actually hasn't been released yet. But there's supposed to be a whole bunch of new mechanics introduced, and I'm excited to see them. Like, this looks like it's already not finished, right? I love exhibits that you build. All right, hire an expert. We're going to come with 2D art, increases knowledge and quality of paintings and portraits. +1 knowledge, +1 quality. Good. What are there? Toilet Terror, I don't particularly want him. Perfectionist. Sick of the sight of sick. Likes, no, monochroma, that doesn't sound good. Not for an artist. Sketch artist adds sketchy process event during audio art studio projects. You know what? I kind of want to take him just because I want to know what that means. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be our guy. Hire an assistant. Me environment, that's good. Loyal is awesome, although decreasing happiness is less great. And comes with marketing. You know, we don't need an assistant for marketing. And assistant.
Cards are not on display. They should be treated like they are. Thank you.
The screenshots that they've shown of the expansion, looks like it has a lot of nice new like floor patterns and wall patterns. The artsy based. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take for us to complete the objectives because we're only going to 1 star. If we get to where we find that we've kind of hit a wall with this without the expansion, then we have other museums to go back to and continue working on. It does restore the... So I imagine that we have to go out and find additional parts of that. So there should be new locations. I don't think it's the Scorched Earth. So since our last playthrough, they've added new content to Scorched Earth. Which I think is based around the game Angry Birds. We should have access to that, but I don't think that's where the art stuff is going to be. Far-flung Isles, I bet this is where it is. No, that's going to be the wildlife stuff. That's the thing that we don't have. Maybe it is the Scorched Earth. Just look around real quick, like, see if there's anything obviously. Wildlife. Marine. I need to send some guys there in my other hospital or other. It's hard to think of this as anything other than 2-point hospital. Okay, so unlock 5 POIs on a Scorched Earth map. So maybe that's it. Oh no, this is seasonal based. So that's another interesting thing that they do in this game is that every so often, like quarterly or whatnot, they cycle out some content, cycle in new content based on the season. So this is going to be related to the Easter expansion. Or definitely not going to be in space. So much stuff. Highly unlikely it's in another world. We're looking for ghosts. Ghosts! Didn't have a botany expert in our port city. I don't know where they put the new POIs. Maybe we don't have access to them yet. I mean, I know that we're supposed to have access to them in this preview. But maybe...
Does not belong on the floor.
Okay, he
Here
finally
we are.
restored the exhibit. That's what I expected to happen, was just like, you just need to go over there and, you know, dust it off. In my experience, there's only so long you can run a gallery without any art. That makes sense. Yes, you can tell them it's intentional. They may even find it profound, but without anything to see, they will go home. We can't have that. So yes, this is where she's probably going. Oh, this is where we're going to start making our own stuff. We need ideas. We need to paint. We need room to think and breathe and create things. Provide your artist with an art studio and commission your first piece of art. For your best collection, start with a single painting. Excellent. This is what I'm excited about, these new mechanics. Create original art exhibits, studio room, exhibits your collection from the creative comfort of your... Okay, so I maybe we're going to remake them. Commission art projects from the art studio by choosing an artistic medium and an emotion to explore. So we had our guy who's 2D, so I bet that's what we choose 2D for him. Art experts can use painting station to produce art. Every art exhibit evokes at least one emotion and guess. All art experts are different. Their traits and moods found to impact. All right.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the finest show on radio.
Nigel's my favorite.
I hope you have your superlatives at the ready because today's audio bounty is bound to be boundless. More life-changing radio after this.
Guests are reminded to visualize making a big donation.
So this sounds like it's going to be a employee-only room. Let's clear out this space. We do need to put some basic stuff in here. That's not just art, right? We need like a break room, all those things. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a restroom somewhere. So focused on the new stuff that we forgot about the basic stuff that needs to go into a museum. Oh, that's cool. It's actually projecting light. Neat. Dig it.
Guests are reminded not to litter
That
the
looks like
museum.
just...
You seem to need reminding.
I was gonna say dirt, but... Oils? Give me a janitor. Wow, starting off with level 5. Globetrotter. Nice smelling face. That seems like a good start. Brakes. Fire book. Fire them, but... Okay. Let's pause for a moment here. Need... Yes, we could sell this stuff, and maybe we'll eventually, but... For now. I'm wondering if the janitor's gonna come over and clean that stuff up. I don't normally like manually moving our guys because like it's a god game, but
Announcement. Please
wanna see if this is
exit
actually
through
a
the gift
thing.
shop.
okay, so it is debris. All right. So we want staff room. We want the new art studio. The staff room first because we want to make sure it's them to access. Like, I don't care how long it takes for them to get back into the studio. I like to give them a nice staff room. Also, it's good to have the staff room near the helipad because they come in injured. Alright. Iron door we already got. Sofa. For development and cat videos and one experience. So it's actually giving experience. Couple of them. Whoa, they are expensive. I should be paying attention to our money. Water cooler, I think we get snack table. Coffee counter. I thought there was another drink thing. That. Why is it red? Increases energy, increases drink. I don't know why it's red. That's usually how I get their drinks for them. I swear we had a lot more than this unlocked for that room. Like arcade machine and dartboard and... Am I thinking of a different game? Alright, I'm not going to dwell too long on this. Okay, some... Oh, the standing light that we saw over there is now a thing we can purchase. That's nice. Seriously felt like I had a lot more of this stuff unlocked. I mean, it just goes to show you how much stuff is in the game. Because I have unlocked a ridiculous amount of things. And there's still ginormous amounts of things to be unlocked. Remind them that off break. Okay, I think that's enough. The break, no, it's not. We're just shy of full. There we go, level 5. Go window or something. Yeah, level 5. All right. Let's get the new room. We can build a restroom later. 4x4. Perfect. We absolutely planned that. I don't know what angle we're going to be sitting at or watching our like this. I like to have things turned so I can see what's on. Oh, like a sculpting area. That's cool. Might be able to make statues. Maybe that picture doesn't imply that, right? I could. Oh, that's fine. That's good. But what's going to come with that? I like the paint splash door. Build paint can. First, get the stuff on the ground. Little Arty. That won't be distracting at all to them. A weird fluid sound, like paint filling or something. I don't know. It's probably coming from these. I'm not going to put a clock in there. These are all locked probably because we need to get... oh, okay, they can be unlocked. Because there are some things that you can't unlock until you do enough research into a given type of museum. Boy, that room feels underserved, doesn't it? I'll grab one of the spotlights that we have sitting outside. Don't need to put in more windows. We already got the 2. Here, so people can look in and see the art going on. That'll have to do for now. We unlock some more stuff. Grab one of these lights before the heat of it sets fire to the wooden crates. Oh, I think I got it to level 4. All right, nice.
Take a peek at the broadsheets now
All right.
with today's news.
Great artwork.
Wiki Silverbottom.
Okay, so sketchy artist is a positive trait for... Okay. All right, so normally when we, in the base game, right, we send people out to points of interest. This is the kind of interface we get where their traits and levels impact the trip. So we're doing this in-house. That is interesting. Because we've created things in-house in other forms, manufacturing things. They don't have the exhibition interface. It looks like this is going to cost us more money because we don't have total level 5 across all of our guys. Faster process, negative event. What would be the negative event? Minus quality. And normally, the extended one increases our exploration, but there is no exploration in it. Plus 1 perk. All right, we're gonna do one normal one just so we know what we're Why can I not create? Staff required. I got staff right there. Oh, I hadn't clicked on him. Okay, so yeah, he's overcoming that event that required one of 2D art. Good. That sketchy process is his trait. Is reducing the time. Nice. That was a really good trait. There's no items to send with him, which is what we normally have. So, exploring emotion, joy. It said we could choose, but I think that has to do with his personality. We're going to do a neutral just to see what a normal one is like, and then we'll do a deep later on.
Bottom Fortune has misplaced a priceless ceramic apple from their collection. It seems the spirited chap went on a butler-aided baking spree and now believes the one-of-a-kind artifact is in one of many crumbles. We'll wait to see if we've lost one of the truly great works of art as he works his way from the blackberry towards the apple. Thrilling.
Announcement. Art should be original, but it's not that easy, is it?
I want to build the restroom for the museum, but I want to watch the inaugural art being created. I don't know how striking the color of that rug is coming through on screen, but it's making my eyes bug out because the contrast. Like, whoa, it's hard to look at. A good green though, man. But that secondary color to be darker blue, dark, like a navy blue or something like that.
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
And we have art. Oh, okay, so that's where the art
Art
goes
project
when it's done.
complete. They're saying it's finished, but I'm not so
Which
sure.
kind of makes sense, right? Because there's the crate aspect, so they're treating it like an expedition. Experience points, positives and negatives that happen. Cost me an extra 5,000. Better be worth it. That's art, I guess. Great art. So it evokes joy, increases happiness and buzz from interactive displays. We don't have interactive displays yet, but I imagine if they're in the radius of it. Ingenious work gives bonus buzz and extra knowledge. Nice.
Guests are reminded not to litter the museum. You seem to need reminding.
Okay, space for this. Characters might seem okay, but their mind is a blank canvas. Often exhausting. Fortunately, we already have a break room for them. Ours needs some time before starting a new project. After producing a piece of art, let them have a break and think about some new daring colors. But their lull needn't to be dull. Why not use the time to hire another expert? Right, artist is different. Harrison may be the enemy of joy, but it's also a scandalous best friend for every art critic. Yeah, we'll get another one. First, I want to throw it this way. Get a spot for the art. We need to turn this into an actual museum. Basic things going on here. Item.
Hydration announcement. Your water will not drink itself.
And some money. Or for people to donate. And then let's give them a restroom. So I was looking at this down here. Like this space is, I mean, obviously it's probably meant to sell this stuff off. Gameplay effects, art, theme, decoration. All of it. Oh, we can't put them inside the room.
Guests are reminded not to think about their own relatively brief longevity.
I'm thinking this space is good reserved for a shop. What we can do is we can turn these into one-way doors going out, and they have to pass through the shop on the way out of the building. Let's just put a restroom or one. Oh no, they have another exit. So they can go all kinds of other ways. Okay, maybe not. Worry about that later. Restroom.
Rumors of a
Paper
secret
poster.
exhibit under the museum
I don't remember this.
are purely speculative and wildly accurate.
We need pinks. Outside. And rare on the inside. Only a 2-star bathroom, but you know what? They don't need to live in there. That'd be the window. Alright, get another artist. Some of the survival skills already.
Staff
Joy, so the other guy was
if they're ever
Joy.
going to improve.
I didn't see that when I was looking at the original guy. But I didn't know what I was looking at, right? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Emotional range. It looks like they can get a whole bunch of emotions. Wow. So we don't need... Wait a minute, did he disappear? I didn't fire him. I didn't reject it. It doesn't matter. Daydreamer adds a sleep with the pottery wheel event during studio project setup. Prone to power naps.
Levy bed. Our patented 12-jet system keeps you suspended and cool while you sleep without the need for a physical mattress.
Oh, it's like sleeping on a cloud.
Levy bed from Bungle Technologies. Sleep evolved.
Levy
May
bed.
cause hypothermia, hearing impairment, and spinal calamity.
Perfectionist. Oh, here we go. Man after my own heart. It's inspired a decision event during art studio project setup. Creating less than pristine art decreases happiness. Yeah, that sounds about right. Likes to paint the celestial landscape. Let's give this guy a try. A stable of artists in your collective will make for interesting and diverse collection.
What a great
I think
place
jump
to
starts a
work.
gallery's reputation like a few big name attractions. Travel to county's arts scene and use contacts to get your hands on some famous art. So this is going to be the regular going to the world. though you can create original art exhibits in the museum, your art collection can still benefit from expeditions. Sarah has donated her travel sketchbook. Follow her footsteps around the county. So this is going to be the new set of POIs. Expand your collection of art exhibits with your emotions and pieces of art. Pardon me. Oh, we need another. Gains increase happiness, that's good. Off increase, let's go that one. Here.
Attention, won't somebody think of the children? Thank you.
Attention, won't somebody think of the children? Thank you. Alright, so he is unhappy when he doesn't make great stuff, so we're definitely going to send him deep. It'll be interesting to see how they add perks to art. They're going to add a perk, or is it just going to give us a perk slot? And I'll have expedition. Oh, there we go. It is a whole new area. That's kind of what I expected to see. Oh, it's cool. So the expeditions are able. I don't want to send an assistant. I literally just hired one. Right, we're gonna hold off just a quick second. I hired that second
Staff are reminded that sarcasm
assistant just to get the
is
line
reserved for those of us
processed
with a microphone.
real quick.
I'll do the double talking around here.
They clear that line, then I'll send them. Art sculpture, great.
Staff need training and somewhere to do it.
Okay, so here's a perk slot on the other one that we didn't go deep on. Probably don't have any perks. And it starts off with max knowledge already. Guess we know everything we need to about the thing that the person here made. Alright, the line's caught up. Definitely want the guy with the 2D art. Injury we're not worried about, as long as it's not an MIA. Kirby's on break. Sorry about that. We need you out there doing work. Plus XP for everybody. There's no exploration done on it yet, right? It's only gonna be 10%. Let's go detailed. We'll double the survey. Don't yet have a workshop to make better things,
We're
Leo.
not taking donations. Not as many as we could. Donation stands are full.
I think guard. My face. Right. It's been a little while. I forgot that it took the wow, 1500. I was thinking it took the janitor to clean up the donations. Which makes sense, right? It's carrying money. perk acquired. Okay, so he creates a perk. It isn't necessarily attached to the artwork. Christine, hey, he's happy. All right, so it's a romantic. I like that art better than the other one. Nicer. Increases buzz when visiting the cafeteria. We don't have one of them.
Guests are reminded that we appreciate your cooperation.
Oh, this is a hanging
and disparage your disobedience.
painting. Or does it change when you click? Nope, it's not the hanging. This definitely doesn't go on a wall. Play a pristine piece of art. I have achieved. Right, we don't have a whole lot of money to work with. There's another room we want to get. I like to have a training room. Probably gonna need an analysis room for things that we're bringing in, but we'll wait until one comes in to verify that. Everything else is themed.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
Get back to work. Disgust. It evokes a disgust. Increases guest buzz by +10 when using toilet. And when seeing litter. We should put this in front of the bathroom. So it's unique. Oh, okay, so unique. So that's a concept they added in the previous expansion. I don't think it was in the base game. Where there can be unique items. Probably why it's pristine, because we can't find another one. So I'm going to put it by the restroom.
Staff will stay the same forever.
How's your artist? Do they seem, I don't know, permanently altered in some small but meaningful way? Profoundly new, but somehow more intensely themselves? No? Well, that's disappointing. Emotional intelligence isn't just one of many wonderful qualities. An essential skill for any serious artist. Some may not be able to see it, but you can find the entire range of human experience in this county of ours. Experts qualified in emotional intelligence will be able to expand their emotional range on expeditions. Right, so when we send them away, that's when they're going to get more traits. Emotional traits. We'll need to create an art network from all of the emotional spectrum to build a world-class art museum.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth.
Sorry, Nigel. Art experts initially understand a single emotion, train staff in emotional experience, or in emotional intelligence to increase their emotional range. Experts qualified in emotional intelligence can acquire understanding of new emotions during expedition. So we got to use a training room to open the slots, and then they have to go on an expedition to gain new emotions. When commissioning new art projects, you can select an emotion to explore and evoke. Every art exhibit evokes at least one emotion.
And now, Sir Nigel Reviews. Today I'll be discussing Whole Lotta Sticks, the new all-in-one fragrance and lifestyle companion from Holistics. The organic ingredients claim to complement your natural cadence, whatever that means. Right, here goes. How do I... Oh, my eyes! Oh, it burns! It burns! Music, please.
My eyes, it burns.
Attention. Artwork may provoke emotion. Or so
Oh,
they
that's
say.
hilarious. I say it every time, but Nigel is the best. can only train as many people at a time as we have desks. But that's not really an issue, right? We don't need to have all of our staff in here all at the same time anyway. This room's way larger than it needs to be, but, you know, work within the space, right? It might end up reforming this wall, pushing it in.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Okay, with the wood theme. You have access to coffee. No. Might be right. Weird sound. I can't tell if it came from the game or in my house. I certainly hope it came from the...
Donations are always welcome and never returned.
I'm leaving the space empty because I think that's where I'm going to end up pushing it back. That's not invalid. I want them to be able to look in and watch the people doing art while they're studying. We're just right on the edge, so let's... I wanted a coffee machine. Energy while they're studying, but... There we go, we got our 5 stars. Let's training menu. Got our experts. Okay, this is interesting. We're not just like feeding them XP. It's actually going to take up one of their 5 slots. Huh. Other training going on here.
Staff are reminded to brace for questions of varying quality.
Employ an expert qualified emotional experience. I don't know if I just, you know, maybe wait until I can train someone. Let's see what we got. You guys all have the same thing. I don't want you to rapid restoration. Go away. Oh yeah. Let's see what would go well with this place. We can hire an expert that's not art-based and do other expeditions. And bring in other things. I mean, that's one of the things that makes this game better than all the other 2-point games, is that you really mix and match.
Staff should act professionally.
The place looks a little stuffy. I mean, I can almost see putting
This is a business, you know.
like skeletons in here. I I would say you probably work pretty well with the spirits as well, but the spirits require rooms. You don't just put them out as displays. They do have, you know, like some old artsy style to them, which is why they would kind of
And
fit the
now
motif.
the conclusion of Sir Nigel Reviews.
You can
I've
imagine,
had a
you know,
chance to
that you're
rinse
viewing
my
art
eyes
from a
and
long
let the
gone
fragrance
artist.
settle in.
Maybe his spirits
All
in one of the
all,
rooms.
While the olfactory experience is only mildly offensive, I'm somewhat hogtied by the searing pain in my sockets. 1 pepper spray out of a possible 5.
He was recovering from that spraying in his eyes. I'm not going to send anyone on an expedition because we need an assistant for it, and we got one of our assistants is busy. There he is. Taking money from this.
Training complete. Don't let it go to your head.
Now we have a free assistant. Oh, look at all this. See, I was talking about that it unlocks a bunch of access to a bunch of other board wallpapers. I think they're going to be really cool. Go there yet. Especially because it takes Jander, and our Jander is training right now. So, there's stuff that we haven't discovered here. And since this is unique, we shouldn't be able to rediscover it. Both of them require the thing that they have. No matter who I send. I send Herbie on every time they're on they're on break, whatever it is. I want to, you know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to let them get off break.
Attention. Guests should listen when I'm talking. Thank you.
Let's for workshop in there. That's what we're going to do. Going to edit these walls. Let's go a little further with that.
Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
Can we stuff a workshop meaningfully in here? I know it's a 4x4, I'll get in there. Think about this. We do a 4x4. We can't put the 4x4 here because
Staff
that's a 4x4 and
promoted.
we're into the
You're
door.
now a little better.
I think we could
Not
turn this
much,
into a hallway, which would
but
clear up
still.
space around here. That's how I do it. I know it's invalid, don't we? Go over here. We're gonna build the room and then we're gonna move it. Put it there and extend it into that backspace, but I think I want to do it right here. Create a narrow hallway because the customers aren't going to be coming through here. It's
Donations
just
are
staff.
voluntary. You wouldn't know it, but they are.
Edit. Bit like that. Well, you take up a lot of space with this room because it's got a lot of gadgets that increase its efficacy. Level 4, even if we put a window in, I don't think it will help.
Guests
I'm gonna get it
behaving
established.
inappropriately will be sassed
I
from
forgot
the
it's
PA system.
it's
Oh,
all
really?
Windows.
Thank you.
For an unlimited time,
I like the idea of
Roach
this
Burger
room
meals
being
now
something that
include a free Roach Burger
visitors can
character
peer into.
for free. Collect them all by eating here constantly. There's the Roach Burglar, Sally Salt, Admiral Ketchup, Gurney, and the rest. Remember? They're back, and this time, it's for good.
I just need to sit this somewhere. I want to move that into that corner now that we've got the... It'll be better to... Since we're going to have windows facing outwards, it'll be better for the visual.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Of course. There we go, 5 stars. Now it's place. That become. And the shape of the room now, the wall. Or a project. Want.
Staff are reminded to protect the exhibits, no matter the cost.
Cargo stuff. Survey scanner. Yeah, plus 50% to locations survey level. So good. Not cheap, Oh, they've upgraded the little UI for it here. That's nice. I think we still need to hire someone who can actually do work in there. But that's one thing at a time here. Doors. Supposed to be able to eyedropper.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member.
Yeah.
Now, get back to work.
There we go. Okay. Now I need someone who can work in a workshop. That's easy to accomplish. Have someone already learn that. Not going to wait on the item to be made because it's going to take a while. He's got to research. He's got to learn first, and then he's got to go and do the work. Finally not on. All right, finally not on break. Dear person, get them some XP.
Exhaustive expeditions may be exhausting.
And whoever didn't go, create something. Perfectionist, so make sure we go. They're keeping up with the line, that's good. No one has tried to steal anything from us yet. That's also good. Yeah, there have been no notifications of anyone being apprehended. Because we don't have a proper security system. We just have that one guy standing around. And he doesn't have any of the pro security guard traits. Maybe that's what I should do. Risk someone stealing. So he just emptied all the monies. So giving him rolling surveillance would probably be a good idea.
Guests looking for instruction on artistic appreciation should frown, step back, wrinkle, and sigh. You're welcome.
Activate buzz bonuses on 80% of our art. Well, we got everything else doing stuff. Let's take a look at what. Near an art exhibit that evokes romance. Okay. Near a hanging spotlight. I have the ground. Make those. Are you gonna? Oh, I think we discover that at the next location. Or unlock it. Hey, nice! We get to upgrade the comic slot thing. Cubist comic. Books rage. Leaves guests numb to bad price. Oh, leaves them bad to. So you would put this in front of the gift shop and then crank the prices on them.
Well done, you.
Oh, we are hurting for money too. Maybe it's what we need to do. How much would it cost for us to get? Yeah, that's gonna be close. 7,000. We'd have to hire someone to staff it. We have to put things in the room. There's a lot of people leaving through this exit.
Artwork complete in studio. That's supposed to be good, is it?
Okay. It'll be a very small. Gift shop. I just need something to be bringing money in. Poster stand, art. Case for art. Yep. Yeah, art onesie stand. That. Not the whole place.
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
Stop promoting people, I can't afford them. Get a plushie for the middle. Oof. Hire another assistant. Preferably someone who's good in customer service, that'll work fine. As long as you're not a bad person. Coffee increases happiness. There's no coffee for you to have, but there you go. What do we get? Is it pristine or is he in a bad mood? Leveled up. Didn't he have the banner in front of it before? It's starting to make me think that these aren't pre-made arts. Like the game might be constructing the paintings and to make them actually kind of unique, which would be a cool thing. So like maybe this banner in the front, torn flag in the foreground is a random element that can be added to one of them. And now that I've said that, I hope that's true.
Don't let it go to your
that sounds
head.
really cool. What was that? That was romantic. Good. That means this should have its buzz. Yep. Near any famous exhibit, we have one over in the corner. And near one that has joy, which is this one. Well, I was saying we could put it over here, and it might be in range of that, but need both anyway. I don't. Right now, I want to keep this where it is because I think it's funny. If I move this, it won't be able to see that. So let's.
Announcement. Workshop project complete. That's handy.
There's a place I could. I don't want to. It's going to be kind of an issue with the pathing. All right. Let's go. The new place is this. I think that's going to be the hanging light. Yeah. Oh, we don't actually go there. We just had to have the people. Oh, did it turn into an... Because before the expeditions, when you did an unlock, you just had to send them one time. Unlock it. They are treating these things a little differently. But if someone doesn't have emotional intelligence, it creates sorrow. Oh, or it teaches them sorrow. Okay. avoid an injury because our janitor does have boots. We were making a little bit of money now. Let's look and see if we have someone we can hire for emotional.
To stay away from the yogurts in the fridge. Those are my yogurts.
I would like to give one of our existing experts emotional intelligence. Daydreamer, just another joy. Another romance. And another sketchy artist. We want some variety out of these guys. But we don't have to have someone with intelligence to go here. We're gonna come back anyway. So our janitor will take care of that. He's level 5, which means together they're gonna be high enough level to negate the $5,000 blankish canvas. She mentioned, oh, okay, so he's got a negative trait because he's tired? They're gonna tell us. Doesn't. We'll take a look at him. In the DM, see if we can get information on what that is. You know, is it a temporary thing that will wear off? That's going to help. 60% survey level. We could do, well, 70. We'll just stick with that. Plus, the famous art isn't going to be impacted by quality anyway. That's what we end up getting. Can't afford it. Huh. Well then, I guess we're staying home. So, 1050.
Project complete. Tinkering temporarily terminated.
First, start bringing us in some money. Alright, we want to look at our exhausted guy, right? Well, he's in a real bad mood.
We're able to unlock a new expedition location. Should we try something different?
I'm not seeing. He may not be tired anymore. He might have gotten rid of the negative already. I need to be able to get these guys raises, but I can't afford to. All right, we're gonna spend our money on this expedition. And we make money once we have things for people to look at. We need to get more art. Probably one level up. It's costing us so much money. Maybe we do. We're not. The duration's not that big of a deal when we aren't going to be able to send someone out again for a while because it's costing us so much money.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Welcome through the old-fangled magic of radio wave technology. I'm Ricky Hawthorne, talking to you, not at you, on 2 Point Radio. We've got a cracking show for you today, so breathe deep, center yourself, and I'll go and double-check that I locked my car.
Expedition.
I don't know if you're still with us, Charmer, but I just realized that it seems like most of our announcers are British. British accents. Oh, these were $250. Rid of a couple of them. That's probably why they stuff all these in here, is to give us an early game injection of income. They're speaking English after all. Did I say they're English or British? Alright, good. Yeah, he's gotta go deep because it's our expert. Can't afford the. Oh my goodness. That's not free either.
Workshop project complete. That's handy.
Like, I don't think she's British. So Ricky Hawthorne sounds like his British accent, and Sir Nigel Bigglesworth is clearly British. Actually, I question whether or not he's actually British, or if he's pretending to be British. Because he feels like he's got that snooty air. I mean, he definitely has a snooty air, but he wants everyone to feel, you know, perceive him that way, and so it feels like it might actually be a persona. Like he might have, like the the Blue Raja from Mystery Men.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
Which is a deep reference, but he's basically an American kid with a cheesy British accent. I am the Blue Raja, mother. I fling fox. That's right, mother. What will the women of the Bridge Club think? Your son is a folk flinger. But he loses his accent when he tries to explain to her why the motif of the persona actually works. Holding his nose. Oh, the stinker. So this is gonna be another disgusting one. I'm not gonna put it next to that though. We need a famous. I assume that these are classified as famous. Well, actually, yeah, they are right there. And it's humorous. That's nice. Okay.
Thank you for visiting the museum. Are you not done yet?
Thank you for visiting the museum. Are you not done yet? This is probably going to eventually be replaced because it's only great. Hates kiosks. Right, so look at that. Increasing the decoration and buzz of it will increase the money we make from it. Now we should have those lights. Okay, so yeah, we can repurchase all those things. No reason for us not to. Oh my, look, it's gassing everybody. Light, hanging light. I know we unlocked the hanging light. Saw it. Oh, we have to pay for it. Is that really what you want? The hanging spotlight? I feel like that's unusual that they are tied to things that you have to pay to
Attention. The museum
unlock.
is collecting money. This is a business, you know.
I mean, we have the Kudash, they call it. That Kudash. We can afford it, it's not a problem. Oh, I like it. I'd like for them to make some art that we can actually put on walls. You know, they're all in stands. I'd like to put actual paintings on walls. Well, there's no reason for me not to go deep. You know, the days, I mean, it's longer, sure, but cost doesn't go up. Get the most we can out of it. I would like to get a joy painting that is a higher quality.
Are reminded of the picture to words efficacy ratio. It's 1,000 to 1.
Has this one been gassing people too? Because it's disgusting. Might have to swap their position. What's the buzz on this? You're a standing spotlight. We got plenty of those. You know, let's move this. We'll swap their positions. This one's literally gassing everyone, so it feels a little more appropriate here. An art critic?
Good morning, I'm Chef Ricky, and Flavortown is the place that I call home. The other day, I was perusing through my cookery books and was struck by a tip from
Make the sinker point in the bathroom. That's a good idea.
A complete bite contains sweet, savory, slimy, sour, and crunchy. It's a great way to think about eating. Lately, I've been crumbling crackers all over my meals,
like this.
and I'll tell you what, oh, it's been crunchy.
Yeah, I like it. Good idea.
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
At least we're turning a profit. It's slow, but because we're spending the money as fast as we're getting it, but going up. All right, so this got its standing spotlight because they're right there. Buzz, max buzz. This guy needs famous art. In near joy, this
Attention.
one. So
a project has been completed in the studio. It's a work of art.
that was what needed to be near, not this. Let's swap these. Sorry guys, I know you're enjoying viewing this, but these guys between you. Give him his. There we go. Nice. That's why we had that other one over there, because he needed to be near romance, which means to put it in then and put the, you know what? Let's just make a new painting with romance on it. Of course, this is gonna be a joy. So I could move the other one over. Now it needs to be between the two. What do you think about this? Let's see what we get here. I feel like there's always a foreground element and a background element. I'm thinking that they do combine. But this is an epic. It's not great, so that's good.
Mice are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Needs to be near romance. Needs to be near joy and famous, which is that. So if I put that over there.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Back where I found it. You over here. That's happy now. That's happy. New one need. Sorrow. I don't think we have sorrow in one of them. What did we pick up? Resell value. No, we're not going to sell this. Goth gaze. Guest gain bonus buzz. Children gain additional buzz. Put that right now. I don't think we have sorrow anywhere, but we can learn sorrow once we get someone with the intelligence rate.
Guests lingering by the exit should make the jump.
Never hire
Get
someone
on
who's
with their
dabbing.
lives.
Sorry. That's romance, joy. It might be that we can only hire romance and joy. It is cool, the different traits here. Adds destructive process event. Causes a mess when creating original art. Adds dreadful work event. Joys when bad things happen on expeditions. It's a dual trait. He adds both the dreadful work event and he gets happiness out of bad things. I'm starting to suspect romance is our only option.
Disinterested guests are reminded
I'm gonna
that
clear them all out,
everything
though.
has to be a party,
We're learning.
Okay?
And while we're at it, we got enough money to send somebody on an expedition, which experience points. We get 1 to level 5, we'll just train them. So let's send one here and finish the big comic. Oh. Alright, he's tired. One of our... Okay, I need to set her to only work in the checkout. I need to remember that. But we won't have oil now. And we're going to go with bonus XP. We're specifically trying to level the guy. We're not going to... There's no point in going detail in this because neither of these... We can't get that one again. And the commonality or the quality of this is irrelevant because it's constructing an existing exhibit. Like we could go speedy, but damage the helicopter.
Expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
So far, I'm liking the new mechanics. I want to see the full expansion. I won't be able to afford it when it comes out. But I will definitely, or almost definitely, pick it up as soon as I can scrape together some money for it, or eventually it goes on sale. I'm wanting to move all the, like, they were still using this as a temporary area. I mean, it's a nice little setup for art stuff, but we need to have a proper exhibit area.
Assistant to gift shop. Sell, sell, sell.
Oh, yeah, thanks for saying that, lady. Staff, job assignment.
Expedition complete.
I don't want her to work
So
the gift booth.
what's in the box?
I don't want them to work the gift shop because I want it to be open for her. The reward should be one more of these. There shouldn't be anything else it can be.
Really?
Nice. So interestingly, right, it's already max knowledge, so there's no reason for us to keep farming them. Builds rage.
jungle.
Normally on these, we still have a reason to get
mountain with
more of
no
them because we
head.
need to throw them in the workshop to
And endless
examine them.
sand from the beach to the shoes you only wore once.
Oh, it's happened again.
Oh, it's happened again.
Visit Pebbly Island. Paradise is only a stone's throw away.
Not the workshop though either, right? It's an analysis room, right? We don't have that room. 30,000, yeah, we wouldn't be able to analyze it anyway. There a new interactive? Probably not. I mean, it probably is, but it probably won't show up until the expansion.
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
I love the troll crab game. Fun to watch. But I don't think we can spare the 10 grand to make anything interactive. Now, I do expect there to be interactive displays. That's one of the big things of the expansion. But not necessarily one that we build in here. We just need to level somebody up. There's no reason to go back here. There's nothing to find. Okay, so this probably acquires joy. Probably where we learn joy. Why are you circling this? We've already been there. Have an art studio with a level 5 decorative rating.
This is a museum. You should not be laughing. Seriously.
What is our rating? What can we add? Alright, let's add another. Alright, level 5, there you go. I didn't think that would be enough. Unlock it. So I'm guessing we get joy from here. Okay, so that must be a generic icon, not joy related, because we know joy is the sunflower. The emotional intelligence will unlock this event. We don't need to acquire joy, we have joy. This is what we need right here. Sorrow. But we also need XP. Where'd it go? I don't know if I want to give the intelligence to. I think I want to focus on our perfectionist. We make nicer art. Fortunately, we don't have anyone with the pilot skill to get bonus XP, but we nullify all the negative events. Our initial run, so let's give a survey bonus. Even though primarily we want to get XP.
For those who like maps.
want to make some more custom art to see if we find more repeat themes. See, like right there, that is obviously the same thing. And we have a tower in two of them, but it was different. Right, so there's a tower there. I'm wondering, could this be, like, maybe this is a static piece that can be recolored? Yeah, that is the same thing. Oh, it's definitely the same thing. It's just, it's repositioned. And so are these, right? These are repositioned and resized. So there's definitely a mechanic going on here that is piecing multiple pieces together to create a unique piece of art. That is super cool. I did not anticipate that. That's smartly done. More art. Don't want to see more of them, but money. And we need to give some praises to people. Look at how, I mean, they are angry. Okay, satisfy all requests. Oh, no.
Security guard to empty donation.
We sent one
There's money in it for you.
one assistant out on the expedition. Had one went on break. All of them are on break. Here comes one of them. And now they're going back inside. Sorry, folks. Be a while before anyone gets back. A long expedition. We're just losing money here. No one's collecting the bins, no one's bringing people in. Too cheap to hire temporary staff. Because if I do, they won't be temporary.
Assistant needed in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself.
People are wanting to give us money, but they can't.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. You're back with Ricky when it's time for a story from the Book of Hawthorne. Nowadays, I get bored so easily, even with a talking microwave and more scarves than a man could wear. But in my youth, we'd make do with anything. I still remember those long days at the racetrack playing chicken. Of course, we called it chicken as horses were in short supply, and it was custom to ride several chickens dressed in a trench coat. Oh, I miss those chickens.
Horses were at short supply, so they rode several chickens dressed in a trench coat. I don't understand why these always come back would come with full knowledge. We don't need to analyze anything. Gonna come with joy. Up here, what it needs for buzz. Near a donation stand. Kiwi. Yeah, make it happy.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Alright, place starting to function again. Someone's collecting the money. We actually are bringing people in. We don't lose that guy. goodness, the line. It said museum staff had leveled up. That have been our... Our expert's got so far to go. Let's send them away. You know, let's look at staff. See if we've got anyone yet that isn't the same two traits. Joy, romance. Yeah, it looks like that's all we get.
Guests are reminded that your visit is a blank canvas. Paint it how you like, all right?
They already have an astrologer. Advertise for just for art in general. A drink. Oh! Missing money opportunities. Gotta go get the good ones here, but they're a little expensive.
Announcement. The museum does not offer small talk. That's all.
That was a lot of money, but it's gonna generate money over time. Look, everyone go! Everyone's hungry and thirsty. Look at this. No one cares about the art. Everyone's going to the vending machines. Oh, and we forgot one more important, very important thing. They will literally just throw it all straight on the ground.
Newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
Yeah, we were definitely lacking there. Normally get more of them, but I don't want to spend the money right now. I do think that we need to hire some staff, though. Second janitor. Greedy? Nope. Greedy? Nope. Nimble. That's a good trait for a janitor. I like it. All the bins, all the money looks like it's been collected. So we can spare our security guy a little bit. For now, good. Oh, what? Maybe we train. Yeah, let's hold off. An opportunity here. We make her a pilot. Me too.
Litter does not belong on the floor, and yet here we are.
Litter does not belong on the floor, and yet here we are. Once she's done training, we'll go out, we'll get the XP bonus for her being a pilot.
We're nearing the end of today's show.
And we'll have an assistant who has
what's
a...
next?
No.
Well, I'll be
Guess we
heading
need
back to
another
the Orb
area that uses
Foundation's
pilots.
Museum of Spherical Goodness to learn more about this almighty orb I've been hearing so much about. Listen to me. I sound so highbrow. Go learn a thing or two, won't you? Tell them Professor Ricky sent you.
Oh, the restrooms are getting overwhelmed. I need to expand that. I wonder if the finger pointing is coming through for it. Let's see here.
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
There we go. Simple solution. Just expand the building. I shouldn't be surprised, because that's the reason why I put the vending machines near the restroom.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Done with. Okay, looks like they're done with the training. No one's on break. Good. Leveled up, but this that we're focusing on. Our pilot. Only security guard we've got. Oh, how close he is on leveling, so we're gonna go with the XP. Not gonna go detailed because I don't want them to be gone too long.
Complete. Don't let it go to your head.
That last long expedition kind of cost us. And I want to train this other assistant in level 2 ticket boothing. Jeez, I need the air assistant to be back. Oh, we didn't.
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
It's. I don't know this. Is that helping the decoration? Okay, it is. Kind of clunky, but is what it is.
Guests struggling to find donation stands are asked to look harder. Or we could add more. Expedition team returning from creative endeavors across 2 Point County.
Yeah, we got. Man, he's got a long way to go to get leveled up. That's a little disturbing. Respect a cycle? I wonder if it rotates. Let's put it down and oh, front. There is a
Museum staff promoted.
What is it?
Aren't you capable?
buzz. Here are donations. 80% of art exhibits need to have their buzz bonus. What do we not have? I thought every one of them had their buzz bonus. Oh, right, we need sorrow. Everyone else is. That's. Yeah. Everyone else has their. So I either need to get sorrow, or I need to get one more piece of art.
That they're not all that.
That needs a standing spotlight. Okay, that's super. If we've used up all of our standing spotlights. Here's our 80%. All right.
Honey, the heating's broken again.
Before you buy a new boiler, stop.
Oh, there was one right there.
Get the Pumpatron 6000 heat pump instead. Simply strap yourself in and start pumping. The more you pump, the more you feel the burn. Double bonus. The Pumpatron 6000. You'll get so warm pumping it up, you won't even have to turn it on.
Anything that we need to get from here? Yes, we still haven't undiscovered. Globetrotter. Here for the XP more than anything, so we'll go detailed because it's still costing us more. And we can spare those guys for a little bit longer.
If you're unable to find a donation stand, feel free to give your money directly to me.
Talking about the donation stands aren't full. Maybe they're just having trouble. They're getting too many people around them. Awkward place to put it, but I don't want it to get in the way of the pathing. Ah, someone is spinning it. I was getting ready to say, and I got distracted when she was talking. I wanted to see if someone was gonna spin it. So it's the wheel from Wheel of Fortune. Not Wheel of Fortune.
Staff
Price is Right.
promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
Needs to have the clacketing sound. I figured it spun, but I did not anticipate it being so large that people use it like the Showcase Showdown wheel. It's great. So is this supposed to? It's supposed to be something else when it's upside down, right? Because all I see is this face with the things in the hair. Sure, the smile could be a forehead thing. Oh, I get it.
That not everything has to
There's a
be
mustache.
party, okay?
Totally didn't see that. I totally didn't see that. When it was right side up, I could see the smile was meant to be a forehead mark. They didn't do a good job of making that upside down because the eyes are clearly directional. That's the reason why it doesn't work in both directions, is that the eyes are the right way up in the eyes. At least the way I look at it. I do think it's funny though. I certainly appreciate it. I really want expansion. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Still chill life. Relax and color outside the lines. Oh, is this going to be interactive?
Attention. Cheese ball is not permitted
Why this is
inside
interactive?
the museum. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, interactive art. Nice. Near any art exhibit. Okay. So is it just for kids or is it for adults as well? Any kids? There's a kid. Come on, someone noticed the new thing.
Attention. There may not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
No information for that. Other than that, I got distracted with dealing with what she was complaining about and didn't. I watched the kid play around. It was a kid, right? Oh, I can get on the other side too. That's nice. So 4 people at a time can use it. I'm hoping to see some actual animation, though. Oh, that's something.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
A little underwhelming, but that's okay. Probably getting some money in, though, so we can push the progression a little bit more here. I don't know if these guys get more XP from doing art or from going on exhibitions. really need him to make more romance art, though. Back out. We could get a better version of this.
There are currently insufficient donation stands. This may lead to insufficient donations.
All right. I keep hearing her about the... So what we're going to do is we're going to wait until this one is emptied. And then we're going to replace it with a large one. And they immediately put money in it. Go ahead and get the larger one out there. Really have gone past it. I know that we need to get these benches out there for people to sit in. I have to interact with the thing. Hang on, hang on.
Competitive guests are reminded to enjoy themselves. You can't win at visiting a museum, and that's okay.
Right. Nope, not. Nope. Stop it. That's what I wanted. Optional extras. As the team is about to carry away the precious artifact, an opportunistic salesman, the reason why I'm not a professional reader, appears from nowhere to offer them an upgrade. We're not going to laugh at the offer. I'm a counter offer. We just chuck money at him. I'm curious what the counter offer would be. If you've ever tried negotiating with a salesperson, you already understand why this expedition ended so severely behind schedule. That's alright. We got the +1 quality out of it. Works for me.
The museum apologizes for all the litter, but I'm not sorry. Not anymore.
So we can't make the janitor or the robo people because we don't have materials. This is something from one of the other museums. Again, it's one of the cool things about this version of the game versus the other 2-point things. If we want them, we absolutely can get them, but we would have to invest in that cycle of specialists. And this, the most we can do is get 1 star out of this this museum because this is the preview museum.
If you haven't enjoyed your visit, please don't mention us to your friends.
Oh, we could get potion. No, we can't. We don't have a potion master. We got 1 left. Let's make this we're entering. But I think we're going to stick with this for now because we've got everything relative to itself. I don't want to move everything off to the side. Could be doing pouring some of the new floors.
Announcement. The museum currently represents the state of the arts. More or less.
Nice floor.
The expedition team have returned. We'll know more the next time we go there.
And I do like that it's the same pattern with different color schemes. Could do this where you're having color interaction. It looks like these two work a lot better than the blue doesn't seem to work very well with them. Like you could do a pattern in there. Call it art.
Disinterested guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay?
Something like that. We'd want to do some diagonals as well. Let's go with the.
Harrison Wolf.
I don't think we're going to do it there because it's not going to be a square room. $75 more XP. You only got 43 out of that. I don't think our last one was pristine. That's an upgrade.
You're listening to Harrison Wolf. Lately, I've been learning more and more about
It's a big
botany.
upgrade.
I've been enjoying
Well,
myself
not
so
big
much
upgrade.
that I stopped spraying those chemicals in my basement. I'm letting the mushrooms grow. I took my favorite, the
is
largest
an
one.
upgrade.
I call him Charlie, down to the museum. They were not interested, but it's their loss.
Let's go ahead and install. Children gain additional buzz because this is children are interacting with it. We'll keep this. It's pristine.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now, get back to work.
We're gonna work on that floor, but I want that guy to be gaining XP. Our focus right now. Nothing else we need from here. Don't want to be hitting that heavy yet because we're going to need to go to it for sorrow. There isn't anything else for us to do here. I don't know why this keeps circling itself. What else do you think we need to do here? Oh, it's because it's where we expect to get the sorrow. So we're coming back to there to get the sorrow. So we do hit this one. I mean, I'm pretty sure they expect us to hire a new guy who has no traits and then hire and train him up to. But I don't want another person with the same emotions. So this is all about the long game. In this, you don't play this game to be in a hurry. So detailed. They'll give us a 20% survey, which will put us next quality.
Reminded to purchase a ticket before acting like they own the place. Announcement. Exhaustive expeditions may be exhausting.
Probably should hire another security guard. Yeah, I just put something in his backpack. What? Camera room guy. It's good to have a camera room guy, but we're not, for this size of the hospital, we're not going to build a camera room. Oh, that's interesting. The undie deck is considered. I thought we had a standard wooden floor before. I like is that rich concrete, paint concrete.
Announcement. I do realize that I no longer work in a hospital or a campus. I was only joking.
It's so good. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. No!
Attention.
No, that's not what I want to
Donation
do.
stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Ah! I've just made it worse! Get off the... Get off the... What I wanted to do was dropper. Why am I not seeing the dropper icon? I used it before. We know it's there. I mean, obviously I don't need it right now, but I'm not understanding why. I literally used it to redo this area before, so we know that it exists. Alright, whatever.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, you may have heard me before. The expedition team have returned. Survey complete.
Size.
What do you suppose they meant by scientifically?
So close.
wasn't
That's not better than the one we already had.
uninteresting anyways. That's how the expert described the fungus I grew in the depths of my home. Now, I may be biased, but I find it hard to see how that's not scientifically interesting. I don't want to get into a whole thing here. Maybe I do. Find out after this.
There's the icon. Why did it go away before? Definitely not there.
Staff may feel like they never go home, but that can't be right.
We can meaningfully make the triangle out here. I really like this flooring texture. Especially the shine to it. This is super nice. One more expedition. Get that guy's level. Maybe get a better version of this thing. Actually, complained about people not being well brought in.
What a great place to work.
Pilot, so we need to wait a second. So the other one's not working right now. That means she's on break. I'm sorry, lady. I need... Why are you in the gift shop? I set her to not be able to work in the gift shop. Look, gift shop, checkout, right? She's probably restocking it. I want to leave that. The gift shop is just for
Gift shop requires an assistant.
gift shop lady.
You work in retail now.
I want you to be super ticket ticker. She was taking the employee slot in the gift shop because the gift shop lady was stuck in available mode because there was nowhere valid for her to go, even though she's the one that runs the register there. In there, keeping the person from bringing us money in. The gift shop lady wasn't on break. I love the way they do training in this. Giant Rolodex of all the training books in the game. And they go up there and press the buttons and pull the lever and it spins around and it spits out the book they
Frequently
need.
asked questions. I'm not sure when the museum closes. I've never made it that far.
And when they're done with the book, they put it back in the book return. Repairing the training library. What's broken there? I was getting ready to call him to the training library to do work, or to do training. All right. Need a mechanic. This is maintenance and upgrade speed. I'm debating giving him pilot wings in case we need to pilot the janitor, but I think just movement speed. Can't argue with it. There's never fires. Like, you know, you saw that he had...
But I'm not that familiar.
I could have given him increased maintenance speed. Walked up to the machine and hammered it 2 times and it was done. You don't need that to be any faster. Like the time savings for him being able to move faster to get to the machine and then go back to somewhere else, it's going to save us more time than it would have for him to upgrade faster. Hold up. Still waiting on her to get finished with that training.
Are there any more of those crackers?
I like this
The
commercial.
dry ones? Yeah, the dry ones.
Yeah, the dry one.
Did somebody say cheese?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Cheesy comments. Better than what you were already talking about.
I've been watching Philomena Kunk on Earth. You know, I'd seen some YouTube compilation shorts of it, but watching the actual series has been a lot more funny.
Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
But for anyone who's not familiar with Philomena, which is just a character name, she's, I mean, it's a comedian who's playing a uninformed individual who's going around and trying to explain things, and she just misunderstands stuff, and she's just so glib about everything. She's so unimpressed. And she actually smiled, I think, by accident in the most recent episode I watched. And it stuck out. It's like, oh, she smiled. She does such a good job of just always
Museum
looking
staff
like,
promoted. Aren't you
Really?
capable?
there's just a lot of good jokes in it. I'm enjoying it. I think it's a very funny series. Alright, they're done. She needs to be... Go on break. Where are you at? People are lining up there, which means someone has grabbed that slot. She's the only person who can. There we go. I see she, that doesn't look like a lady. That's our super checkout person now.
Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
Knock down the lines a little bit here, and then we're gonna send them on training or on expedition. So I'm guessing those levers are, you know, child ticket, adult ticket, senior ticket. Oh, it's the same animation. Look how fast it cleared to that line. Nice. Very nice. Plenty of better version of this. And that. Oh, he level 5 just hanging around the... You know I was getting ready to say.
Less found claiming
The museum.
they could have made a particular piece of art. will be asked whether they did.
+2 emotional range. Nice. So he'll be able to learn 2 new things. So that's even, if we'd realized that, then it wouldn't change anything, but it would have justified further that we were leveling him instead of the other guy. Because we have access to joy and sorrow as learnable emotions, and the other guy already has joy. Upgrades to those yet. Like that, it was showed we had average, but there's no. Oh, there it is. The slot next to it shows the front of it.
Attention, your body is mostly water, but could still use diluting.
Alright, this floor's driving me nuts. We gotta see if we can squeeze in the points on it. A lot to do.
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Radio. Who decides which plants are the important plants? The experts, huh? Well, just remember, folks, you can learn a lot of things from an expert. I sure have. They can't tell you what's important to you, or why. Sometimes a mushroom just matters.
That one would be there. We won't tell them that the floor underneath isn't, you know, there we go. Technically we got it.
Training complete. Don't let it go to your head.
Yay, training complete. We got the emotional guy. Mission success. Go get Sorrow. Their Globetrotter partner here. We don't need... Yeah, everything's for sale. We don't care about... If we had a pilot, I'd go speedy. Which we still can do. It just damages the... It could damage the helicopter, and the janitor just goes and fixes it, but just, there's no point. We just reduce the cost of going.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
Romance, joy, romance. Yeah, I don't think we can get anything other than the starting. Now, I thought we were supposed to see 4 new POIs. We're only seeing 3, but it might be after we complete this objective that it'll expose a 4th POI. Well, we're waiting on that guy. Let's see if we can actually get a higher quality, because he hasn't produced anything pristine, I don't think. I suspect we might be close to the end of the
Guests found asking me questions will be
preview.
made an example of. Thank you.
museum. But they're only going to tease us with so many unique new items, and we've already got these 2 unique items. We haven't found a pristine version of this, but we have it. I don't think we have. Do we have goth guests? Gained the understanding of sorrow.
Staff promoted. You're now a little better.
We have gothic
Not
guests.
much, but still.
We got one. Normal Gravedigger. That's his name. Normal Gravedigger. Ah. Oh, that's good. Normal Gravedigger. Good stuff. Inventory. Got a better version of it. We have a. This guy's almost done with his art, so we'll be able to. Our newly
Security
returned
card
artist.
to empty donations.
So I'm interested in seeing.
There's money in it for
We're
you.
going to do an art piece with him having 2 emotions. Then I want to send him back out to pick up joy, unless this unlocks another emotion somewhere else. Just to see, what the interface looks like when we're using a person with extra emotions. Now we got another tortured backstory. Oh, open that. Man, there was paint flying everywhere from that. An epic one.
Announcement. If you're
Your
going
art
to
requires
take pictures,
joy.
at least photograph the exhibits. You're not that interesting.
Okay, so you can only do one or... Alright, so it's not like he's going to be able to layer motion. I thought we were going to have, like, split emotion or dual emotion. Because we've seen ones that have multiple effects. Unless maybe that's a future perk. Significantly increases guest buzz from MIA memorial exhibits. What are those? That must be a new type of exhibit. Increases guest buzz when making donations. I was saying we've seen things with
Maintenance announcement. The button is stuck again, and I can't turn this off. Hell.
motion. Maybe it's we've seen things with multiple effects, but not necessarily multiple emotion. Yeah, here we are. Justin humor. This is what I was thinking that he would put both of his traits on it. Get to it. Let the goth can wait. It's time looking at the credit statue. And knowing that we have goth in the area, that
This one is for Charlie,
we could
the irrelevant mushroom, and all the unappreciated plants.
play
out
into
there.
that and get
I
experts that
see you.
I think the
Bother
goth
me.
like the ghost, but it
Irrelevant
makes sense, right?
mushrooms. Charles
other types of exhibits.
Brownshroom, though cruelly shut down in their efforts to be recognized as officially interesting, this slimy specimen boasts vibrant brown coloring and a really strong smell. They may be irrelevant, but they're an underdog, and they're the best friend a guy could have.
And I said earlier that if I were theming something with the art, it would probably be the spirits. You know what? We're making pretty decent profit at this point. Why not? This could end at any time with us being at 1 star. But this will be this isn't a throwaway museum.
Assistant to gift shop.
Whenever we do eventually get the
Sell.
expansion, and I expect that we will, this will be as we left it. Training speed. Hair, nice smiling face is nice. Nice smelling face. Don't care about any of those things. Gain additional cause. Movement. That'd be better.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now,
Well, you know, the haunted doll wouldn't be bad for the goths. But the haunted doll easily is the most creepy and unsettling item in the entire game. Just genuinely unsettling. Well, I don't have spirit key. I haven't unlocked that yet. I mean, we can make with in the workshop. Why won't you let me? Oh, that's because that's an unlock that we've already unlocked. That takes 2 experts. Cave person, no. First objects, famous spirits. I was looking for. I thought we had knights. You can see we've got a lot to do still on. There they are. The Gothic setting. We've got a lot to do with that museum still. Staff. I've got a supernatural. Oh, I don't have any one of the survival skills.
reminded that the museum accepts disposable income.
6. Museum accepts disposable income. You know what? We have that in common. We do have a Patreon. I don't normally plug it, but, you know, worth mentioning. If you feel the work that I do here is, you know, worth supporting, super appreciated. All right, this looks cool. I like this. I don't know about the, like a baguette in there, but the cave and the foreground stuff, that all works together. I think that's pretty cool. Art enthusiast guests like it.
Gift shop requires an assistant. You work in retail now.
Took it off my cursor. There, you're starting to feel something. I can see it. It's painted all over your face. Your original art collection will continue to evolve as you expand your emotional range. Experiment and explore a variety of emotions and artistic approaches. It really sounds like they're gonna be done soon here. Select a deep approach when commissioning art to increase quality. Yeah, we've been doing that. Perks can be applied to exhibits of great or better quality. Again, that's normal. Already done all of that. Unlike other types of exhibit, art cannot be analyzed. We know that. And you can put perks in them, which we have already done.
Guests are reminded that your ticket does not include a +1.
Mission a deep project, which we already... Our guy's tired now, so I'll have to wait to do that again. Tired, but it doesn't mean I can't send him. So do I send him to get joy, or do I leave him? I'm gonna leave him. The reason I'm gonna leave him is because there is a small chance, because I thought there was supposed to be 4 POIs. Unless they're counting the POI as the art studio. There's always a chance that we have another motion coming. Guessing we won't, but when we complete this.
Announcement. Staff training complete. Well done, you.
And I don't want to fill his slot with joy when we already have joy from someone else. Also, if, you know,
Announcement. Our health and safety
we do get to,
standards
if we do
are
end up
being
ending this
inspected.
suddenly, which whenever it ends, it will be sudden. We'll still have him whenever we get the expansion. Get access to more emotions. So, what was the great guy? Okay. Now we can find. I thought we had 2 security guards. Oh, we can't go there. MIA. Let's give Jeffrey a security, survival. Can't. Why can't security guards learn how to survive? Really?
It may feel like you have to make a donation, but you don't. It just feels that.
So it's going to take a level 5 or higher supernatural expert. We'll have to have 2 levels of camping. We make the spiritual key. I know it's in the workshop because it might have a prerequisite. It doesn't. It's just 10 grand. And this plays into the interconnectivity of the game. Is that going out in the world and exploring things opens them up for everywhere. So our going and spinning a key there is going to unlock it for our other maps as well.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Our guy ready yet to make another piece of art? Oh, leveled up. I like to leave open slots so that we can, on demand. If something comes down with, like the guy needs survival skills, but I feel like
if you
emotional
love
intelligence is going to be a
milk-made
prerequisite.
milkshakes, then you'll lap up the new Milkmaid flavoured milk range. A crazy concoction of flavours that'll have your taste buds purring for more. Single cream, double cream, half cream, clotted cream. You won't believe the variety of flavours on offer. Milkmaid flavoured milk. Now that's good milk.
Not technically milk.
Not technically milk. Something about the announcer. She sounds kind of crazy. Like maybe not all of her marbles are there. Something about the way she presents. Hearing. Ever since we put in the large donation well, we haven't had her complaining about not having enough donation space.
Attention. Your donations
do want to
are
upgrade this.
appreciated, especially the big ones.
That from. Well, we gotta be careful. We can't send anyone. So now I can't send the guy there that I don't want him to have joy. Because he'll inherit that. So the guy that we're training right now for emotional intelligence, we probably can send him because he already has joy. This will be an interesting experiment. Can they get double joy? Right, a double of an emotion. It might be a mechanic where you impact, impart a higher emotional strength.
Staff member. Now, get back to work.
Right, 'cause like if we look at this one, grade 3 emotional depth, so maybe it would be a higher grade. If we had someone with more joy. I'm guessing it's probably not a thing, but I'm willing to risk it with our joy guy, sending him out and see if he picks up a second lot worth of joy. You already done training? This should be our joy guy. Yeah. Pilot. And our own security. We're looking for higher quality on both of these. That can go for another full loop. Survey scan.
Complete. Don't let it go to your head.
We'll need to make some more survey scanners once the key is made. Let's look for another security guard. Lard, lad. Donuts increase happiness. I think we have donuts in there. definitely have coffee in there. But it'd help us to be leveling a second, even if we don't necessarily need a second one, security guard for security guard purposes. It's good to have another one leveling up in case we need a special trade on somebody. I don't think that this I'm going to say it every time. I don't think this museum has thieves yet. Like until beyond 1 star, I don't think security is an issue.
Workshop project complete. Tinkering temporarily terminated.
Oh, I have a statue that we can play. To have a decoration of 3 and 25 views. That should be trivial. All 3. There. Buzz bonus just hates litter, which is fine. I just need 25 people to look at it over 6 months. That should be fine. Free money. As I was saying, I don't think there are burglars yet. No security probably not until we get 2 stars, which is obviously not going to be a thing in this time. It's probably ready to commission again. Sorrow, more deep.
Unattended bags will become exhibits. Honestly, I've seen it happen.
It'd be nice if they bring back a pristine version of this cycle thing so we can install a perk in it. Although we could perk this. Got anything interesting yet? No. We're not going to increase its price. We're not going to sell it. We already put the piled one in there. Normally we get our perks from analyzing things that we've already fully analyzed. But we, A, don't have an analysis room, and B, don't have anything that we can analyze. Because all the art things aren't, analysis things. Like, we could afford an analysis room at this point.
Guests fixated on the finer details are invited to see the bigger picture.
We're ready to send out our ghost guy. Alright, that's a better version. It's not pristine, but it's better than what we had.
The expedition team are returning from an artistic excursion.
I'm going to leave it backwards because I like that they come to the outside to spin it. Normally I have the little panel facing forward. Come on, get done with that. Might have a different buzz. Your donations now, okay. Sorry, buddy. All right, what's hidden here? We have our... That's another MIA. I don't know. Can I get to 15? Probably out of all these people I can. Yeah, okay, it's safe. Maybe even have a janitor with a hammer to stop the... And we have to send a key with one.
We asked questions. Ask them less often. Thank you. The expert has completed a new piece of artwork. Let's have a look.
That must be the only perks available in this preview version. Keeps it getting seeing the same one.
Expedition team.
Oh, I like that one. Gives bonuses to art enthusiasts. Okay, it occurred to me. Significantly increases guest buzz from MIA memorial exhibits. I don't think that's a new thing. We don't get MIA people, right? Because you just saw we just sent people to an exhibition expedition that could have had an MIA, and I think you get a memorial for people lost. I think we've lost one person ever, and it was when we realized, like, oh, that's a thing. And we've never lost anyone since because we always cover it. This sorrow thing unless we just want to feed people to an MIA event, isn't going to be a thing. I like this. That's my favorite art so far. Cool.
Team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go. Ticket prices are subject to change. We'll do that if and when we want to.
Alright, so this, it required joy. That one's fine as is. That's a joy one, that's a joy one. I don't think we can reasonably reorder these. That's for romance. I bet maybe if I swap these two. Fit as well. Big boy.
Guests will be treated like this as their first visit. I'm no good with faces.
New location. All right. Nice. So there's a fourth POI. Oh, no. That's the ghost thing. Okay. I'm excited. All right, good. That does count. Excellent. We got buzz on all of these. How much closer do you need to Sorrow? That's a sorrow right there. Hanging light, that's easy. Got the sorrow, that's all that matters. Did that take you out of range of anyone else that needed you? Ironically, that brought it in range to where this guy would have seen a joy one, so I could have left.
Guests found violating museum policy.
But this
will become
looks
guests
spaced
who
out
pay.
equally, so I actually don't care at the change. And bats, give it goth. Bats. Alright, let's open our crate. This is just going to be XP. Because it's an event site, not a item site, or no, exhibition site. Can we actually go to the place that came out behind it? No MIAs. Good. Natural spirits. I was one of the knights. Oh, I don't want botany, and I'm not gonna hire a botany person. That's interesting. I don't remember money being a trait, like a penalty. Well, we've seen it multiple times in it. I don't care about the injuries. We got the healing thing. Oh, we didn't make any canners. Darn it. Alright. In that case, we'll just go safe, because it's only 10%.
New map location available for discovery. Attention, the expedition team are leaving now.
And I didn't lose my janitor, did I?
And good riddance.
Admittedly, it's been a while since I've given anyone a raise. Oh, just busy doing something, I guess. Or did I just send him on that expedition? We're just waiting for a perk to get installed. That's the exhibit down here. That's done. Eventually it'll disappear when they come and reclaim it.
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and you're listening to Digging Deeper, the show that covers all things related to archaeology, science, and genre-bending video games. We kick things off with
Oh, well
a
done. I'd
listener's
say you're
question
showing
from
signs of immense potential.
Rosa
Develop the art
Skivislogger,
museum collection a
who
little, and
asks,
even
who would win
that
in a
ghastly
triathlon,
Mr.
a
Foxbridge
tortoise
won't be
or a
able to
sloth?
deny it.
Joining me now.
Rage makes guests numb to the effects of high prices. I like how they put it in front of the gift shop. What we were saying earlier.
Is Professor Hamish Curlybags from Pebbly Frog Sanctuary. Welcome, Professor.
A pleasure to be here, Hayley. You know, in a straight
Sarah
triathlon,
Joy and 20
I'd
people, that's
have
gonna
to
be
give
easy.
the edge to the sloth.
Oh, interesting. Any particular reason?
Well, tortoises can't swim, Hayley.
And there you have it. In a race to run, swim, and cycle over 50 kilometres, the sloth edges it by a drowning.
Sloth edges it by a drown.
Assistant needed.
His spirit doesn't get injured. So we sent an assistant, not a commander. We got a Yeti. Yeah, that's not really the kind of go some.
It in the gift shop. The tat won't sell itself. Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
We're going to want some kind of mild stuff. Leave the room as is. Not a room for a window.
Workshop project complete. Tinkering temporarily terminated.
Space for windows. Yeah, you can get rid of this window. I just need to get him in there so I can see what he needs. Or despair and ops. What is this? What? How did it end up in there?
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
There's an exclamation mark over you. Oh. That. Nice. Buzz met. Alright. Why is it? How did we get one of these in here? Somehow that completed our... It's... Alright, Miss Fitzpocket has been threatening something along the lines for some time. For a while I believed I'd successfully halted the production of the art county. For a while I was right, so he's just mad that there's now art here. We get new info stands, which is cool. I tend to use the glass ones, I just like them. This won't end us, right? We should be able to stay here, but we can't make progress.
Handle exhibits with professionalism, as well as their hands.
These are the kind of things I want to see, the interactive plays. And being able to build statues, I think is going to be cool. This is definitely right up my alley. I want this expansion. I think this is going to be really cool. The problem with the Zoozeum, fundamentally, was that a number of the exhibits require outdoors, but you don't have facilities outdoors. Like you can't make bathrooms outdoors, and you have to have your donation stands outdoors that just get stolen from. They didn't think it through. There's some weird things about the breeding that's necessary to breed traits, and have to send them up farm or something like that, basically sell them off because they're going to die of old age. And there was just a lot of things in there that, from what I've read, just didn't work out. It was enough constructive criticism that I read
Spirits are dissatisfied with their poltergeist rooms. I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
You know, sometimes you just see petty criticisms, but these made a lot of sense. All right, what's three antique bookcases? That seems weird. Fine, that's what you like. And what's music? I'm gonna pause it so he doesn't get angry and leave one. He wants natural decor. Kind of what I expected. He's not mad about that now. Antique bookcases, and that just seems weird to me. He'd want those. But hey, you know, it's what you want. It would definitely are not part of the nature.
Needed to restock gift shop.
Sure, those are unlocked. I seem to remember using. Sure. Yeah, those are industrial decor. There you go. Study your books. He wants music, so that'll be a old record player. Ooh, harp. Why not? That seems funny.
Welcome back to the show. Now, have you ever wondered whether we're living in a computer simulation? Well, according to Professor Morris Pumpkinhandle, we very well may be. In his yet-to-be peer-reviewed thesis, Pumpkinhandle claims that we're living in a live-service, free-to-play, massively multiplayer arcade beat-em-up flight simulator, citing evidence such as the existence of violence and the ability for
He's
planes
playing
to
it.
fly as proof. A simulation. Can you imagine? Anyway, here's another song from the soundtrack. Wait, what?
Well, we'll give him a bed right by the windows so that everyone can watch him sleep. It's just super creepy.
Announcement. Workshop project complete. That's handy.
Be stump to sit on. I like how it's one-way mirrors, right? Like, they can't see out. They don't know they're being watched. Yeah, I'd rather have had the knights because I was trying to appeal to the goths, at least in theme. I don't know if the goths specifically care about the knights. He's going swimming. How deep is?
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Guests feeling bored are reminded they're not all that. I want to see. I saw that we unlocked another. Oh wow, whole chain. Oh, okay, so it wraps around. Famous spirit, cursed object, ghost dusting equipment, famous possession, supernatural. Another famous supernatural. There's another room. There's enough room in there for another. Ooh, island. But these are things that we're going to need to explore from our. Oh wow! An MIA event without a prerequisite. That's new. There are. I seem to remember that there's a thing that you can construct in the workshop that will block an MIA event. Oh, nightmare season. It's summer. But to that point, I think that you can block this. But I think you have to have a special item for it. But for now, like, we could just wait till it's autumn and it would go away. We wouldn't have any. Like, we got him for. Yeah, we don't have 2 levels of survival to block that. It's not a guaranteed outcome. Survive those trips. All of these are possible events. We've gone highly unprepared for this. Like everyone would come back injured at the very least. But we're not going to. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it here. The purpose of this run was to explore the new mechanics and the new Arty museum. I'm sure that we can purchase these spaces to expand in the full version of the expansion, which again doesn't come out for another week or so. But I dig it. I like it. I really like this mechanic of how the paintings seem to be generated piecemeal. And it's like, we can see the same elements are also, in different, slightly different places, and foreground, background.
But they're not prepared for this.
Enlarged or smaller, right? So they're more in your face. Like I think we had that the cave twice, right? Like right here. Looks like that's so zoomed in that you probably can't tell it's the same cave thing. And it might not be. Could be if these are flipped upside down too, like that. I don't know. That's the point, right? I want to play this, and I want to make a whole bunch of art and start seeing, getting a feel for the art pieces. I think it's such a cool mechanic, and taking they're investing further in your progression of your workers, and this is something that we've seen as they've released newer content from the starting base game, right? Your experts in the base game were effectively interchangeable, and they're starting to, work on these specialties, and they've like the magic side or the digital side. Digital will allow you to get like knights and rogues and mages and things like that. They have unique traits to them. It's like a D&D campaign, which is super cool. So that's the fantasy. I think digital also has their own thing to it too. But they're learning. You can see that they're going, okay, how can we make your workers less interchangeable and give you a reason to invest in them specifically and build them up? And they're going to the next step on this with the whole emotional growth of them, which is, it's great. That's what keeps bringing me back to this developer, despite the fact that they have Duvo software protection, which is like the worst thing ever made. They make an excellent game, and they continue to evolve in positive directions. Every time they do it, they introduce something new that is creative, builds on the old, and I love it. I love what they do. So there is more of this in the future. When I get my hands on the expansion, I'm sure that we will stream that as well. But again, we're going to wrap it here. Thanks very much for coming out. Thanks for checking out the new update. Be sure to leave a like on the way out. Community Discord, all that stuff. And I don't know when Satisfactory episode next, because I've been working on so many other projects. There's been off the books projects that, you saw, if you were watching on my channel, you saw I did a short lately for Cure. There's I'm going to say off camera projects I've been working on that may or may not contribute to the channel in the future. I don't want to talk about it until it's resolved. But I have been busy, and it's been around content creation and whatnot. And it's taken time away from working on the SAS Factor, which is fine because, you know, the game isn't going anywhere. So we'll always be able to get back to it. But thanks again for coming out, and enjoy your weekend, and keep an eye out for what we do next. If you enjoyed this, you may want to check out one of these other videos, and thank you very much for your time.